Good afternoon, Calvary family. It's great to see you. We're at our second session of Front Door videos and postings. Today we're out in Pacifica at the Wilson's home, and I've actually got a guest appearance from Maddie. She's going to pop up here and say hello. Come on up, Maddie. So it's good to see people throughout church. Can you see into the video? Come right over here. Just say hello to the church.
Hi.
So we're glad to be here at the Wilsons, and we want to just thank God really for their home. A couple months ago now, we helped move them into the house, and it was definitely a gift from God to get this place. Adam's really excited because there's a garage, and Becky's excited because there's space in the house, and I think actually they have laundry in the house, which is a great thing as well, and so we're excited for the Wilsons being out here as well. All right, if you want to go ahead and sit down, that'd be great. Thank you very much. Today we wanted to look at Jeremiah and chapters 10 and 11. First of all, I would encourage you to read Jeremiah chapter 10. It's a fantastic passage. It is a great description of kind of the foolishness of setting up our own gods. In fact, this week in Calvary Connection, we're referencing the book Gospel Treason. It talks about our own idols that we set up. But Israel is described as going out into the woods, cutting down a tree, bringing it home, decorating, cutting, forming it, decorating this tree, setting up and bowing down and worshiping it. Actually, I have one of Adam's projects here. It's a cutting board. He does some beautiful work, and he has an Etsy store too, Wookie Works or something like that. He doesn't really want me to tell you about it, but great work. But can you imagine taking this piece of wood and getting the wood from the wood shop, bringing it home, forming it, and then taking this inside the house and bowing down and worshiping this? It'd be a ludicrous thing for us to do, ridiculous for us to do that and to be worshiping something like that. And this is really what God is saying to the people. They're foolishly worshiping these handmade idols. And he says that when judgment comes, when his wrath does come, he says that these idols, these gods, they will pass away. They are not going to last. We often set up our own gods doing this similar thing. We worship things that will not stand. We worship things that are not actually worthy of worship. The only thing worthy of worship is God himself. Now, Jeremiah chapter 11 goes on, and Jeremiah is now being told by God some specific things to be able to say. He says, "Go and tell my people, remind them about the covenant. I am their God, they are my people, and remind them that they are to obey me and listen to me, but the people are not." In fact, they're pursuing other gods. The description about the gods is that there is a God on every hill, there's a God under every tree, there's a God in every city, and there's a God on every street in every city. These people definitely had an issue with worship and worshiping things that are not worthy of their worship. Well, Jeremiah is told to go, and surprise, surprise, the people don't really want to hear what Jeremiah has to say. In fact, there's a group of people that, as he goes on to speak about them and to challenge them regarding that, there's a group of people. Let me find the actual name here. I wrote it down. Erythonians, I think is what it was. You'll be able to see it there in Jeremiah chapter 11. And these people come to Jeremiah and say, if you keep talking, we're going to kill you. Now, a couple of things about this. First of all, this city was supposed to be a sanctuary city. These were set up when the people first came into the promised land. It was a city of mercy, but here they're threatening to kill God's man because he's given God's message. It was also supposed to be a city of priests. And so the priests themselves are coming out, and they are the ones who are threatening Jeremiah. And I think probably to top all of this off, it was actually Jeremiah's hometown. It was the place that he was from. It was the people that he grew up with that were threatening him and saying, if you keep preaching this message, we are going to kill you. Well, God comes to Jeremiah's defense, and he tells these people, he says, your sons will die by the sword, and your sons and daughters will die by famine. And we see Jeremiah being protected by God. Well, it is quite the story in Jeremiah 10 and 11. I encourage you to read through it and be reminded about our own gods that we're setting up, just like Judah, just like Israel did in this time as well. And let us use caution to worship only God himself. Thanks a lot for being here today out in Pacifica with us at the Wilsons. Have a great day today.